Record, Bill.
And
Got it.
got it.
Somebody told me at the very beginning when we started doing that, that the person on screen where the screen comes up has to click got it, or it will not record.
No, it tells you I'm recording. I don't think anybody has to talk. Got it. Is that
No.
true?
Yeah, it comes up on our screen as a notification, and underneath it says "Got it."
Okay.
You don't
Click on
click
that,
that.
it goes away.
If
Go
you
ahead.
don't click that, it stays in the middle of the screen.
It what?
It stays in the middle of the screen until you
Okay.
click got it.
Yes, and if you don't click it, you don't see what else is on.
Okay.
And that's why they told me I had to click it.
So it's a filter for you. Say, hey, I don't want to be recorded, and therefore you're not going to be part of the meeting.
Yeah. I don't know if you don't click it or you click the other, whatever the other word is, you don't lose the whole meeting, do you? You just lose the recorded part.
No, I'm the only person that's recording. You're not.
I know. Okay, that's what I thought.
So if you don't want to be recorded, is what they're saying.
Oh,
Mhm.
Let's see.
One morning, a husband returns to the cabin after several hours of fishing and decides to take a nap. Although not familiar with the lake, the wife decides to take the boat out since it is such a beautiful day. She motors out a short distance, anchors, and starts reading her book. Along comes a game warden in his boat. He pulls up alongside the woman and says, "Good morning, ma'am. What are you doing?" She says, "I'm reading a book." She replies, thinking, isn't that obvious? "You're in a restricted fishing area, ma'am," he informs her. "I'm sorry, officer, but I'm not fishing, I'm reading." "Yes, but you have all the equipment in your boat to fish. I'll have to write you a ticket." "For reading a book," she replies. "You're in a restricted fishing area," he informs her. "But officer, I'm not fishing, I'm reading." "Yes, but you have all the equipment. For all I know, you could start at any moment. I'll have to write you up for a ticket. And you'll have to pay a fine. If you do that, I'll have to charge you with sexual assault," the woman says. "But I haven't even touched you," says the game warden. "That's true, but you have all the equipment. For all I know, you could start any moment." "Have a nice day, ma'am." And he immediately left.
Oh, mercy.
And then moral of the story, never argue with a woman who reads. It's likely she can also think.
Amen.
you certainly can.
Amen.
Just join some book clubs every once in a while and you'll hear how women who read think.
Well, by the way, sure, God created man before woman, but then you always make a rough draft before the final masterpiece.
Good job.
All right. I don't know if I told you folks, one of my videos, I think it was one when I did on messages, YouTube says we can't allow you to show that one, and I have no idea why. And I wrote them back and I said, why are you blocking that video? And they said it violates our policy. Well, their policy is about 50 pages long. And they would never replied and told me what the reason was.
I'll be darned.
So it may be my jokes.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Did you
Okay.
ever read the policy?
50 pages? I'm not going to read them. And it's probably lawyerese.
But they don't tell you that about any of the other ones, just the one that you did on messages.
Yeah.
Maybe it has something to do with the aspect of we were sending messages back and forth.
Maybe you guys were chatting inappropriately. I don't know.
Yes, there you go. We sent inappropriate messages to you.
Yes.
I can see.
I'm gonna share my screen, everybody.
No, you want to be on mute?
You got my screen?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I have to do this.
Change the background on your iPad.
I did.
I like it.
Yeah. All right.
You also change the background on your phone.
As I said, I teach classes with these things, so I'm always doing that kind of thing. Couple of tips for the day. How do you decline a phone call on your phone? There are basically 3 ways to do it. I'll talk about the 2, and Sharon can tell us about the 3rd. One's you can do with your AirPad, your pods, your ear pods. Anyway, so if you get a phone call, and I'm going to call myself, and your phone is up, I think it's supposed to work. There it is. And all you do is press decline. What do you do if your phone is locked? Ooh, it keeps unlocking on me. I got to turn it sideways. What do you do if your phone is locked? You don't have to unlock it.
No, this is Barbara. I have a quick question. When you do that,
Wait a minute. If you get this call, you just tap your side button or power button twice.
oh,
Okay?
okay.
All right? So go ahead.
No, this is my question. That thing when you did decline, are they then able to leave a voice message?
Yes,
No.
they are.
Okay, great.
Your recording comes on and you can leave a message. And there's one that you can do with your AirPods. And not many of us have those. But you double press the sensor in the stem of your watch to decline the call.
Your phone is not on the screen.
Oh. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So if they're calling you with your ear pods, that's the wireless ones, the Bluetooth connected ones. There's a button on them, and you press the button to decline the call. Okay?
What does on your phone, what does the icon ring mean?
That's my door.
Oh,
So, my phone's connected to my door, and if I tap it, shows me my doorway there right now. If I tap it again, I can see when somebody came to my door just this morning.
Did you install that yourself?
That's a very easy one to install.
Do you do it yourself?
I did.
Oh.
It had to be easy.
Can you teach us that sometime?
You have to buy one first.
Well, that's good. That's okay.
They come in, they're basically wireless. They have a big somebody. They have a big battery in them.
What do you call it?
It's called a Ring, R-I-N-G.
Oh, okay.
It's one of the many different ones that are out there. And I actually hooked it to my doorbell. So if you press the button on it, it actually rings my doorbell in my house. So I replaced the doorbell button with the Ring. And then it's a matter of attaching it to your, is that mine?
Not mine.
It's a burning flame.
That's my phone.
And it makes
I love Johnny Cash.
I don't know what caused that to start. Oh, I said ring.
Yes, that was Ring of Fire. So I told her.
Anyway, boy, these things are out of control.
Yes.
You put the app like on your computer, you
Okay.
install the device, and it's relatively simple instructions to actually install them.
So where do you get it?
I got mine at Amazon, but you can get it at Best Buy.
Oh,
When one presses the ring button on your doorbell, does it ring the bell?
It rings my doorbell because I just put the wires. There's a connection on it that you can plug the wires from your doorbell in. You don't need those wires because it is battery driven and you have to charge the battery once every 6 months or so.
I've had one for quite a few years, and I had a problem with my router. It did not like the Ring, and sometimes it worked and sometimes it wouldn't. So I completely took it off, but I used it for a long time. Now I have a new router, so I probably will try to install it again. And I got mine at Best Buy probably 5 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, and I loved it when it worked. So maybe now that I have the new mesh router, I will try to reinstall it.
When somebody comes to my door, they don't have to press any buttons. I get notification.
wow.
Okay. And so if I see an Amazon, if it sees somebody coming to my door, it automatically records the video.
Wow.
And so the Amazon guy just came, for example.
Now, do you put the app on your computer or on your iPhone?
It's on all my devices.
Oh, that's good.
See, right there it is on my iPad,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
my iPhone.
Oh, that's great.
The other thing I installed was the Nest. This is for the temperature. So it's a thermostat in my house.
Oh, really?
So I can get the temperature in my house from anywhere I am, and I can also adjust it.
Pretty good.
What's that one called?
N-E-S-T, Nest.
Looks like a little manger.
Yep.
I also have the Nest
Yeah.
router, and I love that it's connected to my Google, and I walk into the bedroom and say, "Hey
Oh.
Google, change the thermostat," and it changes it. Awesome.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's wonderful.
So it tells me the temperature outside. Also tells me my I have it set to go anywhere between 71 and 78 degrees now. And then it shifts automatically to cool down the house at night.
Oh, wow, that's a good one.
Okay. So there's what we had a presentation a long time ago about the Internet of Things. Well, those are two things that I put in.
Sorry, Bill, but what does the Nest app look like?
It looks like that little house.
Okay, thanks.
Red Schifferl. Red Schifferl.
Okay.
Did you tap the power button twice?
No, my phone wasn't off. If my phone had been off, I would have had to touch, or I could have touched the power button twice.
So what message do they get when you decline?
You're normal, you've reached whatever number, whatever you've recorded for your message.
Okay, okay, good.
Side? Wow.
What are the two M's on your iPad in different colors? On the bottom of your...
Yeah, I know. I don't know how I got that. I've forgotten what they are. They're both Google.
Yeah, they're Gmail.
They're both Gmail. But they seem to bring up the same thing. I think one's the newer version of it or something like that. One may be the actual app, and the other might be an icon to take me to the internet to get on. But that's a story for another time. We were going to talk about reminders today. So what I'd like to do is talk about reminders. The Reminders app is just what it says it adds, plus another feature. In other words, it can remind you of things you need to do. And it can remind you at a time and date, or it can remind you when you arrive at some place. So you say, when I get to near Publix, right? So I say, if it arrives at this address, send me this reminder. So I could say, when I arrive at that address, show me the grocery list. Or when I get in my car and I get ready to leave home, you can say, when I get in my car, remind me to get gas, for example. The other thing they've added to it is something called lists. So I can create a grocery list. I can create a list of doctors and set up each doctor with a reminder of when the appointment is. So get the idea of what Reminders is all about? Now the calendar does similar kinds of things, but they came out with this and the calendar about the same time, and they've continued both of them. And I use Reminders more for the list feature than for the actual reminder of things. So that's my use of it.
Excuse me, Bill. I find it very helpful for medications.
There you go. Right? And it comes up and says, take this, this, and this medication at this time, for example, etc. And it can remind you, and I assume you have it set up to remind you daily?
Yes. Or, even you can set it up any way you want, even every other day.
Okay.
You can customize it, so it's really great.
So here's...
And it'll change with time changes.
Can you do the same with your stopwatch?
You can put reminders on your watch. It'll show up on your watch too. But what'd you have in mind there, Ann?
Well, and then when I have to take pills, I put it down in my stopwatch area. And then at 7 a.m. or 12 p.m. or
Your
whatever.
watch goes off.
And
Okay.
the watch tells me when to take a pill.
Okay. So that would be an alarm that you have it set up as.
Right.
Daily. That works too. I'm going to go to reminders here, and it's the one that has 3 little dots on it and some lines.
Love that.
Okay, so I'll do it on my iPad. It's a little bigger. And I got to get the right mouse. And I'll bring it up on the iPhone as well. And they both look similar. I recommend that everybody create a list called reminders, first of all. But you can have multiple types of lists in addition to your reminders. But I recommend you just create one called reminders. So how do you do that? Well, let's click on Add List. And then I'm going to call it Reminders.
Go back a minute. What are you clicking? My list or add list?
Add List there at the bottom of Reminder, of the home screen for reminders. Find it?
Yes.
It's the one. Oh, I can do it this way. It's the one. It's the one right here.
Yes.
And I'll do the same. Reminders. Now, you can get fancy with this and change the color of it as it appears. You can also change the little icon that's in it if you wish. You don't need to do all that, but I won't do it on my phone. Let me do it on my iPad here. I'll change it to red color. And I'll make it a picture of a house. And when you click done, it shows up. Oh, I've got, see what it just did? I've got 2 reminders lists now.
Mm-hmm.
One on my phone and one on my iPad. I didn't mean to do, honestly, I didn't realize they shared. So I'm going to delete one of them. And the way you delete one is just sweep it to the left, the normal way we delete items in a list. All right, so I have reminders there. Now let's practice a little bit. I'm going to create another one. Add list. I'm going to make this one green. I'm going to call it grocery.
When I do new reminder, I don't get that kind of screen at all.
Are you using the same reminders I am?
Yes, I am.
You don't get the screen I have on the left or right? Is there a back?
The one on your iPhone, I have on the left.
Of the iPad.
The iPad, but I do not have when I hit new reminder on the bottom.
I didn't hit new reminder yet, dear. Different thing. I'm clicking add list. Okay.
And then you're naming the list.
And I'm naming the list. Oh, I wanted to make that grocery. I wanted to change the icon on that. Can I do it after I've created it? I wonder.
Oh, okay.
We're on.
How do you get the icons, Bill?
Which?
On your iPad.
The reminder app or the what do you mean by icon?
Well, you were doing groceries or something and you wanted to put something up there and you had a whole line of bunch of little icons.
The bottom half of your screen on your iPad was a bunch of there. How do you get those icons?
That was new list. So I clicked the new list. And I'm going to make it grocery again. We'll make it green. And we'll make it a grocery cart.
I don't have those things.
I don't have that either.
Do you have those icons on your phone?
I don't have the same kind.
If I type in GROC, but you have to sweep up to get the icons.
Can't get them.
Oh.
Can't get them.
Okay, I'll make that one blue. Dark now, we'll make it purple.
No.
And then done.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll tap done here. So now I've got 3.
Mine says that I choose if it's on iCloud or Yahoo.
Choose, yeah, you have 2 reminder lists, one from Yahoo and one from, so you have to choose which one. I only have one.
So yours is iCloud by default?
I would use the iCloud because then it shares it across devices, although it may with Yahoo as well. But
I get the keypad.
That's not the reminder.
Thank you.
uh-huh.
You could just type in reminder.
All right. So I'm going to practice just making the simple list. Right? I'm going to tap on grocery.
Tap on reminders.
And down at the bottom on the right side of your iPad now, it says new reminder. And if I do it on the iPhone, it also says new reminder. So what the application does is it creates lists, and those lists are lists of reminders. Now the reminder can just be a title of something, but it can get more complicated, and we'll do that in a little while. But let's just say I'm creating a list of groceries and I want to get bacon.
Do you go on details?
Icons, yeah.
Well, I didn't do anything but hit new reminders, typed in bacon, and you got bacon on your list now.
But it only goes on the list that you,
right,
the specific list you went on to.
Right. That's what I say. When they talk about, and here's where we have to get the terminology they're using. All reminders are in a list of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, am I Mike? I want to get milk. Okay. And so I can continue to add to my list of things I want to get at the grocery store. Okay? I need to check something.
How do you tell what those icons indicate?
Okay, I'm trying to get this to load.
All right.
Bill, why did we put reminders in as a list?
I'll get there in a minute.
Okay, thanks.
Because that's where I'm going to put the true reminders. And we're gonna play with that one in a little while. All right? And I mainly put it there for Siri. When the latter part of this training gets to how to use Siri to set up something.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I hear you, Siri. No, I don't want to try again.
I don't know what you mean by, I hear you, Siri. No, I don't want to try again.
Okay.
Why did you put the purple?
It was just, come on. It looks like wine glass.
Oh,
No reason, just being creative.
okay. But you had to actually open up or click on the word grocery before you could start adding
Yes.
to it.
So I have 3 lists here right now. I have the reminders list, the grocery list, and the Grook list.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The grocery is the only one I have things in right now. And if I want to add another one to grocery, I want to get some gum.
All those icons.
Okay. So I'm just adding things to the grocery list. Oh, I want to create a list called TBD. How about that one? Right? So I'm going to tap down on the grocery list and I'm going to add a new list called TBD. TBD.
To be done.
Yeah. And again, I could play with it. I'll make it, we'll make it,
This is going to be a new list, right?
whatever color that is. That looks brown. And is there something here? Tools. Yeah, tools. You don't need to do those last couple things, but it's just a little embellishment.
Operating means.
Okay. So now I have a TBD list. So if I tap that and I tap add a reminder, fix irrigation system.
Could be.
Okay. Now those guys in Texas, they can't even run their irrigation system probably.
Could we use Siri to create the list?
We'll get there. You're getting ahead of me, dear.
Get up here. Yeah, it would be nice for your grocery list.
Okay.
Especially if you put it on series and say, okay.
All right. So you with me so far, everybody?
But I have a piece of paper. I can go right.
Now I go to the grocery store.
Open anything up, sure it's charged up or in my purse. Or...
I go to the grocery store.
Well, now I got to add a group. I updated it.
I go to the grocery store and I bring this up on my phone. And I'm walking through the aisle and there's the bacon. So I just tap it and it disappears from the list. And I walk by the bread and it disappears from the list. I get the milk and it disappears from the list. And I'm at the counter and I get my gum and I'm done. Now you're saying, well, I don't know if I got everything. Well, you can go to the 3 dots and show There's a way to show completed.
Completed.
Yeah, and there it is. There's the stuff I've done. All right. Any questions about that?
Well, I cannot add, I put a grocery list and bacon, but it won't go into the grocery list.
No, you have to open the grocery list. You have to tap it in the list of items. Okay.
Yes, and then?
And then tap add reminder.
It says new reminder.
Right. Tap new. I'm sorry. All right. Tap new reminder.
And then it says bacon. It's still not in the list.
It says what?
It says titled bacon, but it's still not in the grocery list.
What list are you in?
It says new reminder.
All right. Hold on. You see my screen there, Bill? My iPhone screen? It says
Yes.
new reminder down here. Don't click there. You have to open the particular list you want to be using first.
The grocery list.
So tap grocery list. And now tap new reminder.
Doesn't work. Grocery reminders. I have a sign there and reminders, and then it says iCloud and Yahoo.
Oh, choose iCloud.
iCloud. Doesn't move. Reminder will be created in grocery reminders.
Okay.
But that's it.
Say again, please.
The bacon doesn't go into the grocery reminder list.
Now tab new reminder. When you're in when it says grocery list at the top.
It's on the bottom.
You just look at mine.
It says no reminders.
And then and below that, at the bottom, it says new reminder, right?
Yeah, on yours it does, not on mine.
Tap new reminder, and now add bacon.
Now it says discard changes or cancel.
Say again, please. It says what?
Discard changes or cancel.
When you tapped new reminder?
Yes.
Okay. Does your screen look like mine now?
No.
Oh, mine doesn't either.
What does yours look like?
It says title and then bacon. No, that's wrong. And then the list grocery reminders and details.
I'm not hitting the little dots. Is there a back arrow at the top that says lists?
No.
Are you on your iPhone or iPad?
iPhone.
Okay. All right. So does my screen look similar to yours now?
No. It says new reminders on top and cancel, and then bacon, details, and list. And the list says grocery reminders.
Say something like that.
New reminder.
Does it say new reminder at the top?
Yes, but all the other.
Cancel that.
Cancel. Okay.
Now it should look similar to mine.
Now it says discard changes. Let me do that.
It says what changes?
Now it looks like yours.
Okay. At the bottom it says add
List.
Add
Yes.
list. So go ahead and tap that.
Okay.
Now type in grocery.
Under what? Under search?
No, just type in grocery and then done.
I don't have the 3 dots there, and the
Your screen doesn't, if your screen looks like mine, hit the back arrow again. Your screen should look like mine.
yes.
And on the bottom it says new reminder or add list.
Yes.
Tap add list.
Okay. And now it says Yahoo or iCloud.
Tap iCloud.
Okay. Oh, list name. I have all the colored dots.
I know.
Make into smart list.
Tap
List name.
Tap list name and type in the name you want.
Now it says scan test. Grocery should go in there, shouldn't it?
Yes. Am I spelling grocery correctly?
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes, you
No.
will.
Is that correct?
Yeah, grocery. I have
Yes.
the plural, but that should not make
Well, that's the problem, Maribel. It's in German.
No, it's not.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And then tap done once you have that typed in. And
Done.
you should
Okay.
now have a grocery list in under my lists.
Might be a better way to do it.
Bill,
All right.
is this a good place to put a doctor's list?
It is. Ann just says, is that a good place to make a doctor's list? Absolutely.
Yes.
Why wouldn't you just put doctor's list in your contacts? Put each doctor in your contacts.
Sure. That's just in your contact, but when you going to go see them,
Oh, I see, for a reminder. Okay.
right? And when we get the doctor in the reminders list, I'll show you a little later on how to set up a reminder to let you know you have an appointment with Dr. Jones. I just want to cover one thing. A couple of you now have come back and said, when I did this, Bill, it came up with Yahoo and iCloud.
Yes.
Well, the reason for that is Yahoo provides you a reminders list and Apple provides you a reminders list. And you have to let it know which one you want to put all the lists in. So it's like a additional feature. I recommend you go, if you have that situation, you go to Settings, Mail, Accounts, and Yahoo. And you see where it says Reminders in my Yahoo account there? Turn that off. And it might say Reminders in Google as well. No, they don't have one. Okay, good. Yahoo, the only AOL, looks like Yahoo's the only one. Nope. Outlook, if you have Outlook, turn that off for reminders. Or Hotmail. Okay. So only have one reminders list. Let's not complicate our world any further.
So when I go to, as you said, settings, and I go to my email address, what comes up is mail, contacts, calendars, notes, but not reminders.
And what's your email address? End with?
Gmail.com.
Right. If I go to my Gmail account, the different email providers you
Just
have.
wanted to see if I was still.
Hold on.
We went on two things.
Yeah, it's very confusing. They talk about how to make.
If you, and all the email providers provide you some additional services beyond just your email.
Mm-hmm. Automatically, you mean?
Automatically, just because you have that account. All right. So in this case, there's what Google provides you is a mail account, a contacts list, and a calendar. And they have notes for Google. So if you try to use the Notes app in your Apple device, it's going to say, which notes do you want to put them in? You want to put it in Google or Apple? All right. And if you have Yahoo, they added to that list, and down here's Yahoo. They said, I provide all these great things for you, including a reminders capability. So in order not to get too confused, since we're just starting to use reminders, turn that one off so you're only using the one from Apple. So you have a master reminder list. Master. Okay? And in this case, those of you who had Yahoo or have Yahoo, you have two. And I'm just suggesting turn one off so you never see that one again.
I'm about to put the app on my phone, and I have a question for what they have, my choices. I have reminders, reminder list.
You want to find the one that looks like the one for Apple. And it looks like, and I bring it up on my iPad here, it looks like, where is it? Right here. So you look for this icon.
It doesn't have any icons.
Where are you looking?
I'm looking in the Apple Store.
App Store, not Apple.
I mean App Store, yes. And I put the word reminder in under search.
It's reminder.
That's what I'm getting. No icons.
Okay, right here it is. It's reminders, reminders.
How did you get to that?
I did the search when I went to the Apple App Store.
Right.
I clicked on search and I typed in reminders.
Yes, and what did you not get a list?
I got what you see on the screen right now.
When I do that, I get a list and I have to choose one of the things on the list.
Well, don't choose one of the things, just press enter.
Well, I got reminders widget, reminders iPhone, reminders free, reminders from heaven. And
Okay, let me go through this again. I type in reminders, reminders. And then all that big list. I said, don't do anything except press the enter key.
Okay.
Many of us use that list and then we aren't getting what we want.
I get Evernote, Note Organizer, and Get.
You don't get reminders there?
No.
Right here is the reminders app.
Oh, reminders and yeah, oh, underneath it's open. So
What does that mean?
Means it's already installed on your
You
system.
have it.
That means you already have it on your device.
yes.
Okay.
And then it says iCloud and Yahoo again. So
Don't go any further than that.
Okay.
When you click open and you turned off Yahoo, you shouldn't get the Yahoo warning anymore.
Oh, come on.
Okay. And I'm going back to reminders.
So one suggestion, I use it often and I have a store for groceries. So I've got one that says Costco, one that says Publix,
Perfect.
one that says the hardware store, etc. I also have, like you said, medication lists, doctor's list.
That's great.
Bullet for you.
Okay, and what we've covered is how to use it as a list, right? Now, I'm going to go to my, I'm going to add one called doctors. I like that idea. Okay. And you'll see I have nothing in doctors right now. So I'm going to open the doctors list. And I'm going to add a reminder in there. It's going to be Dr. Jones. Actually, I should say Dr. Hand. And many of you know this already, but there is a Dr. Hand in Sarasota.
Yes.
Who is a hand doctor?
He's a hand doctor. And by the way, I see him.
Oh.
He's very good.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
See, we got a testimony. He ought to be on this phone call to hear this. If you click the I there at the end, it says, oh, do you want to set it up with a date and time for it to remind you? Yes, I do. So I have an appointment with him on the 22nd. And then I'm going to click and turn on the time. Oops, not that thing. Get that out of the way. I'm going to turn on the time. And it's at 10:30. Now, if it was my pill schedule, I could say repeat. And then repeat daily. Now, I'm not doing that with him. But if it was my iPad class, you could say repeat weekly. And I'm going to tap done. Now, here's one. I don't use this a lot. So can you tell me what happens now? Is it an hour before or a day before do I get the reminder? Those of you who use it more frequently than I. Oh, don't have anybody on anymore. Let me.
It says you can select a reminder.
Yes.
Repeat, tag, location.
When I set up my appointment,
yeah,
there's a place in there that says remind me. And it doesn't do an audio, but it pops up on my screen and reminds me that I have the appointment in a half hour.
We'll talk about that one, but you're saying, where's that show up? Audio.
I don't know here.
I saw it just about
the appointment.
About 2 slides ago. I saw it on your machine.
On mine? Oh.
Select reminders is the third one.
What was that one?
That's it.
No, that's not it. That's just an editing capability. I'm gonna say now here I'm going through a learning process the way I'd like you all to do it. Perhaps it's in the reminders in settings.
Time is different on this than it was before. You set it for 10, so they're going to remind you at 9.
No, that's just an all-day reminder when it shows up. How about we go to sounds and haptics, and that's going to answer Ann's question. Mine doesn't make a noise, but it shows up on my screen. If I go to settings, sounds, and reminder alerts. Wow, I'm going to have T-Rex. I don't need that. So that's what I'm going to get. That's the sound it will make. And what is the default time? Hey, Bill, you still with us? You may have gone. Does somebody want to look that up on the internet while I'm going on here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'll look it up.
Okay, thanks, Bill. There's got to be a way to set up the amount of time before a particular event that it will remind you.
I would guess that the reminder comes at the time that you put for the reminder, because it's not an appointment app, it's a reminder. So
that's possible.
Time of the appointment seems like it is that it matters.
That was very good deduction. That's probably what happened. Yes.
Looks like it, because I don't see a time before like you do with a calendar.
Yep. So it's the time you put in there. Remind me at 10:30 I have an appointment. And you probably should say when you set it up, well, let me go back to reminders. And I'll go to Dr. Hand here. And I probably should say at 11:45. Okay? This is the way I should probably do it.
You have the reminder.
Which is after the appointment.
After the appointment.
Say again?
You have the appointment at 10:30, but it's not going to remind you until 11:45.
No. The reminder is at 10:30. So the point that was made is the time you put in there is the time you want the app to notify you.
Isn't that the same as a reminder?
Okay.
I thought you put in the time of the appointment.
I did. That's what I put in initially, but I don't think that's correct. Okay. So let me explain. Let's start out with Dr. Foote. Okay. We have an appointment with Dr. Foote. All right. We're going to tap the eye. Now, I have to put in the date and time I want the reminder, not of the appointment.
Okay.
Right? So let me cancel that and go back and add Dr. Foote at 2:15. At 2:15.
That's the reminder?
No. That's just the text of the note that it's going to remind me.
Okay.
Don't you need to put in AM or PM?
That would help.
In this case, I don't think so, but I could. But now that's just when the appointment is. When do I want the reminder? So I tap the I. I say I want it on the 23rd. I scroll up and I say I want the reminder. It takes me about an hour to get there, so I will say at 1:15, AM or PM, right? And done. So now I get a reminder at 1:15 for my appointment with Dr. Foote at 2:15.
Okay. So the bottom line is the reminder. So the actual reminder, where it's Dr. Foote at 2:15, does not have a date on it.
Correct. Doesn't have it. That's just the message I'm going to get. Dr. Foote 2:15. When I get the reminder at 1:15. So let's be more precise. We'll add another one and I say time check. No, I'm just going to say CLASS. And that's at 11, right? And I'm going to make that, the date is today, and the time is 11. Can't do 05. I'm going to have to do 11:10. Okay. So I'm going to get an
You're going to get a reminder at 11 that you have a class at 11:10.
No, it's the other way around.
You're going to get a reminder at 11:10 that you have a class at 11.
I'm late. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm going to get a reminder at 11:10 that I have a class at 11:30. And I'm going to, what sound would you like it to make? Well, I'd like it to really let me know. I'm going to go to reminders here and we'll have T-Rex. Okay, so that's the sound you're going to hear at 11:10. All right, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Did that make sense now? Is it
yes.
Kind of.
Yes.
Go back to that other screen and there's a line on it that says ringers and alerts. And what does that mean? It's a sliding line.
This one?
Yes. What does that mean?
That's the volume of the sound it will make.
Oh.
Okay, now the reason for that, Leah, is it says change with buttons underneath that.
Mm-hmm.
So I could change it with the buttons.
Yes.
If I have that turned off, I can't. So if it comes out that real loud noise, I can't quickly change the volume with the volume buttons on your iPhone or iPad.
And I see where it says headphone audio and reduce sound. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So everything in that panel deals with sounds. All right.
All right. Now, some other cool features of this little guy is you can do that. Let's say groceries. Now it's per item. So if I said no, I'm going to go back to reminders up here, and I'm going to add a new one to my reminders list this time. Get Gas. Okay. I'm driving home and I'm just about to pull in and I look down and my gauge is on E. So the next time I get in my car, I would like, right, my reminders to come up and say, hey, Bill, get gas, in case I don't look at my gas gauge. Okay? So I tap the eye, and we tap and we shift location. You see that? I tap location instead of date or time. And it says get in. So if I'm getting in my car, it's going to give me that notification.
Whether you need gas or not.
Well, I've already said I need gas. So another cool one there. I'm going to add another reminder. And I'm going to say,
know if it's your car or your friend's car that you're getting a ride with.
I don't know. I can remind my friend to get gas, I guess. It may have something to do with the you moving faster than you could walk. But it could be when your phone attaches to your speaker system in your car. It could be one of those two. I don't need to get gas in my friend's car, so if I type get groceries, Groce, right? And I tap the I, and I tap location. And this time, I want to customize the location. And I'm going to go to the Publix store right here somewhere. There's Publix. And can I tap it? I want it to be right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't particularly get in car, get out. I don't want current location. I want, what happens if I type in Publix? And it lists a bunch of Publix stores. Wow, isn't that cool? So I'm just going to say, when I pull up to Publix, okay, so when I get to Publix, what did I save it?
A minor detail.
Minor detail, right?
Just hit enter.
And it's under arriving. I don't see anything else I can tap there, so I say arriving. And I go back and say done. And it says arriving at Publix.
Bill, I have to tell you that it'll let you know you arrived when you're 2 blocks past Publix. It's much more accurate when you're leaving a place to go to your next location.
You hear what she said, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at least it tells you to turn around. No, the same thing happened to me. I was in my car and I said, when I leave my home. And I was a block and a half down the road when it came up and said what the reminder was. So
right, exactly.
There's a little bit of a delay there.
Sometimes that's when you need it.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless your time on my time are two different things, your alarm has not gone off to get in your car.
Bill,
somebody,
Bill, before when you were on that last screen, it says getting in car only means if it's a car that is paired with your.
Okay.
So
good point. Thank you for looking at
so when you get in your friend's car, or maybe that's why the thing isn't ringing, because it's not paired.
I should be getting a reminder, shouldn't I?
Yes, you should.
It works with Apple
The
CarPlay.
doctors, you said 11:30 and you said time at 11:10.
And why isn't it?
Well, do you have your car paired?
No, this shouldn't have anything to do with my car at this point.
To do with the class on the doctors.
Right.
Yeah, it should have warned me. Oh, I'm so disappointed. So I'm going to have to change that.
Well, it's not 11:30 yet.
Done.
I thought that it was going to let you know. Oh, it's supposed to let you know at 11:15. Is that it?
I just changed it.
Well, it's not 11:15 yet. It's
I know.
11.
Well, I had it at 11:10 and it didn't do me. Didn't.
It looked like you had 11:15.
Let me get
time you were saying that the time you needed to be there was 11:15 and the other one's going to be the 11:10 would be your reminder, and it didn't remind.
No. I just changed it. My appointment's at 11:30.
Okay.
I'm supposed to get a reminder at 11:15.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. And I should have it over here. Yep. Okay. The other feature of, let's see if that works. I just wanted to point out one more thing here.
You just got a reminder for something.
Yes, I did on my watch. It says I have an 11:30 appointment. Came up on my watch.
But not on your iPad or your iPhone.
Correct. No,
Well, you changed it.
I'm not sure why, but at least I got one.
And if you forgot your watch, it wouldn't help.
Well, I wonder if it would play on my phone if I didn't have my watch.
Maybe.
Yeah, I would hope so.
But I thought the alarm that you had was
T-Rex.
More than just a ping. It was a different kind of sound.
It was, but it came through my watch, and therefore it must shut off the other one. We got too many things, technology. The other thing I wanted to show you, on your iPhones, let's go to the appointments that you have. If we have some doctors here, and I tap on Dr. Foot. If you look here, if I look at my iPhone now, you can say, click the calendar, and you can say when you want to set this for. You can say, on the phone, it's a slightly different process. You don't have to hit the little dots up there. When you select, it comes up with icons down here at the bottom. And by the way, you can take a picture. I'll take a picture to put with this particular one. We'll go to the photo library and we'll pick that picture. And it puts that picture, right? So I could take a picture of where I have to get to and then tap on it and it would come up with that image, supposedly. I don't see it coming up, but all right.
It's great when you're driving.
I have one of those smart cars.
Does the driving for you.
Works as well as my alarm does. All right.
But your alarm on each of the devices that you have.
Oh. All right. The one thing I really like about this, for my grocery list, for example, I can use Siri to set it up. I can say, I have to use the word list or reminders. Okay. For example, add Hamburg to my grocery list.
Done.
And she said done, and it's been added to my grocery list. If I go back and look at my grocery list, not that one,
It's there.
it's there.
Where was that list?
In my, now if I said add it to my shopping list, it would watch what happens. See, I don't have a shopping list on my phone there, do I?
No.
Add bananas to my shopping list.
I didn't find a shopping list. Do you want to create one?
I didn't have a shopping list. Do you want me to create one?
Okay, added.
And she added it for me. Well, it added it to reminders because I didn't say yes.
What do you want to change it to?
I don't want to change it. Just a minute. So let me do it one way and then we'll do it the other. Add hammers to my shopping list.
I didn't find a shopping list. Do you want to create one?
I said,
okay, added.
So I said yes, and now I have a shopping list there. If I said, add bananas to my list,
Okay, added.
it adds it to reminders. So if you don't give it a name of a list, that's why I had you put reminders in there. That's one of the reasons.
Mm.
Okay, so if you don't say a particular list, add screwdriver to my TBD list.
Okay, added.
And you see how it's adding it to the appropriate list, but if you don't give it a name, it puts it in the reminders list.
Don't you have to say, "Hey Siri," before you?
I'm
say
pressing the
those
button.
things?
I'm pressing the button.
Oh.
I guess I don't know if I have that set up.
What do you want to change it to?
I don't want to change it.
What do you want to change it to?
Go to sleep.
Does she really do that?
Hey Siri, add apples to my grocery list.
All right, I've added it to your grocery list.
That's one of the main
What do you
reasons.
want to change it to?
I don't want to, I click change. I don't want to change it. Okay, get the idea, everybody? That's why I love Siri, or love reminders more than anything. And the terms you can say are, for example, add olive oil and French bread to my grocery list. Add olive oil and French bread to my grocery list.
Done.
Bill, how did you get reminders to be your first one?
Oh, it doesn't matter where it is. If you want to make it your first one there, you tap the word edit above, and then you can move them around.
Can you alphabetize them automatically?
No. Jeez.
Sometimes it's so slow.
I'm
So having a lot of reminders, this could be a problem.
You need a new phone.
I need a new brain.
We all have that problem.
So you might want to show them how to go into grocery completed if they want to add any
Right.
of those items back in for a later shopping trip.
Okay, good idea. I'm looking at my grocery list and I just got the olive oil and French bread and it disappears. If I go into the little dots, it says show completed, and then I can tap the little dot and it goes back into, oh, I didn't get it. Okay, thank you. How about remind me to call Kevin at noon? Hey Siri, remind me to call Kevin at noon.
Okay, added to today's reminders.
Some of you, one of you had Hey Siri set up. Remind me, hey Siri, remind me to take out the trash when I get home tonight.
Okay, added to today's reminders.
It knows you're coming home at 7 p.m., Bill. Very intelligent.
I don't know, what's it say in reminders?
It says you're coming home at 7 p.m.
It does. Interesting.
It knows too much about you.
Why does your phone screen not reflect that your reminders has 6 reminders in it? Whereas it does on the...
It does. Oh, up here?
Yes.
I've scheduled 5. I've got 15 in all, and 3 happened today. So 5 of them are scheduled. 3 are scheduled for today, and 15 different things are in my reminders list.
Okay. So it's not just a reflection of the other.
Correct. It's like a total.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
I'm going to get all these strange things going on with my home. Okay, what else are we going to do here?
Bill, mine doesn't do what yours does on my iPhone. It doesn't say, it says today scheduled, all flagged and assigned to me. And they're all checked except it's assigned to me, but they're checked as a list rather than in little square boxes like yours, rectangular boxes like yours.
Where are you looking now, Ann?
I'm in my iPhone.
Okay, and you're looking at reminders.
On my lists, just like you are, with reminders at the top. But on top of all of my lists are the same thing. There's today, scheduled, all, and flagged. But mine are in a list, and they're checked as a list. But they are not in rectangular boxes like yours are.
Interesting.
That's what they look like, and because they look like that, I don't know how many you're in.
Tap done at the top.
Oh, that worked.
Oh, isn't that magic?
Thank you.
Okay. I didn't talk about flag reminders, but hey Siri, create a flagged reminder to buy garbage bags.
Okay, added and flagged.
Okay, so now buying garbage bags is in my, and it's flagged. So you see where it lists flag there? If I tap that, it will show me the different reminders across all those lists that have flags on them.
Where does it show you oh, I see it says flagged. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It will only show you 4 of what you have at that point up in those areas.
All they're doing is showing you different categories.
But it will only show you 4 categories because.
Correct.
That's all you've got. And if something else comes up, you're going to lose one of them, but you have to look back.
No, it'll raise this to 17 if I get more.
I got you. Thank you. That's six.
Any questions about reminders? We pretty well exhausted reminders. The thing I would urge you to do is play with it just like we have here. And and to see how things work. Now that you have the basics, just play with it a little bit. Now you're sitting in the doctor's office and you want to say, hey, I wonder how reminders works here. Kind of thing.
Bill, I have a question. On my phone, I don't have flagged as one of those
options.
Do you know how I can put that there?
Do you have 4 little boxes here?
No, I only have 3 boxes. I have today, scheduled, and all. I don't have the box that says flagged.
Interesting. Let's see.
Yeah, under the word my list, do you have something that says flag? Like you've got reminders, Croc, grocery, TDS? Is that?
No, I just have, the only thing I have are the lists that I just made today in class.
No, I was asking.
You click on the edit. Click on the edit.
Okay.
And check flagged.
You know, it's funny, I don't have
okay, I just changed mine.
My edit, I just only have today, scheduled, and all.
If you tap edit, you don't have a bunch of other things there assigned to me and flagged?
No. The only thing I have when I clicked edit is today, scheduled, and all.
Is that right?
I click on those 3 little lines. Let me try that.
No, the 3 little lines just allows you to rearrange them.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't.
Hold on.
What's the difference between the ones that are on top above the word my list on your phone, on the words my list, and has little loose circles, and the one below it?
The ones that are up there in the top are the ones that appear in the top block. So I'm going to turn them all on. And I tap done. And you see how I have 5 things now up there at the top? If I tap edit and I turn off 3 of them, now I only have 1 thing in that top group.
Okay, well, what is the bottom list that say, and then the other thing is all of the lists that you have, but they just stay there.
Those are the ones that I have created.
And they just stay there.
Correct, unless I want to get rid of them, and I can put my finger, well, let me do it with the pointer. Whoops. I'm on my iPhone now.
Yeah.
I put my finger here and slide it this way.
Oh, delete it.
Okay, and I can delete that list.
For some reason, for me still, when I clicked on edit, I still only have those 3 things show up as a list. Yeah, I don't have flagged or assigned to me. Maybe if I don't know. I don't know why I don't have that.
Try something.
I don't either.
Okay, try something. Power down your phone and power it back up again. And I'm hoping you're the 99.9% of the folks that corrects. But we'll see. So try that and then let me know what happened. You have to power your phone completely down and then bring it back up again.
Maybe we have to flag something for it to work.
I was thinking that too, but let's try this first. But that's a good one. That's a good thought, Ann. I thought of that.
I have nothing flagged, but it still shows.
Right, but maybe you flagged something in the past.
No, I've never used it. Because I don't set up an alert unless I'm I need the reminder that day.
I know.
Stupid day.
So is everybody that has the problem higher than iOS 13?
Yeah, I just did that. I powered off, powered it on again. And I still only have the
3
things. However, I got something new right next to my thing that says my lists that I just created. There's a button that I could hit on that says upgrade. So maybe.
So we're going to upgrade and give it a try.
Oh, I don't know. It's like, yeah, quick creation and easy organizing. Okay, I'm just going to write upgrade now and see what happens. I mean, click on upgrade.
I love it. You people are just doing what I hope you would do, and that's poke and hope. Let's see what that does.
Hey, guess what? Success.
All right.
I now have flagged.
So you were using an old version of the app.
Right.
Yep, must have been, because I actually have never used the app. So probably that's
super.
Great, thank you.
No,
Yeah,
thank you.
a couple iOSs ago, we had to do a separate update.
Yeah.
For the reminders.
Yeah. Speaking of that, how did you didn't cover that, right? No. Let me check something. Speaking of that, how can you look at all the, I'm going to switch gears now. I think we've pretty well got everybody started, hopefully, on using the Reminders app. And what I'd like to do is another little tip for the day. It's how to view all the App Store purchases you've made. Okay? So if everybody could go to the App Store, and I'll do it, that's by clicking the A, made out of popsicle sticks. This guy. And this guy. And we click the search at the bottom left of your screen. Bottom right of your screen. And what you'll see is a little icon in the upper right-hand corner. It's a circle. It either could have your picture in or your initial, probably, or initials. That's this guy.
A little anonymous drawing.
Okay, if you click on that, and I'll do it on both my iPhone and my iPad, and then you click on the word purchased. Now I happen to share with my wife, but I just want to put my purchases. Now for your information, and I think most of you know this, the purchases are all the apps you have downloaded on your device. Whether you pay for them or they're free, they end up in the purchased list. So here are all my apps that I've purchased. Right? Now some of them have a little cloud next to them, meaning that at one time I loaded it onto my device and then I removed it. But here are all the apps, and I know what somebody's going to ask me. Why aren't they in alphabetical order?
I can understand it's probably by date of purchase.
Could be.
Yeah.
Now, that's all of them. If you want to know just the ones that you don't have on your iPad, you click there. Okay?
No.
And now all of those have the cloud next to them.
So what does the cloud mean?
The cloud means that at one time you loaded it on your device and then you removed it.
Oh.
So Apple keeps track of everything that you have loaded on your device. They say purchased. I like to say loaded on your device because you didn't pay anything for most of them, or I haven't.
If it says there's something on there that you do not, you know you're not using and you know you don't want it on there, can you take it off?
You can hide it.
You can't take it off though.
Correct.
You can delete it from your device, but it still stays in your account.
Correct. This is in the cloud now. So all these I have loaded in the past and deleted from my device.
Oh.
I play a lot.
So if they're in the cloud, that means they're not on the phone actually.
If they have that little cloud icon there with the arrow coming out the bottom.
Yep.
Apple has said, hey, you purchased this in the past, and I have a list of it. And you can download it again at no additional charge.
Bill, I have one that says, that is under, not on this iPhone, that says flashlight for iPhone, iPad, and I can use my flashlight. So how come it's there?
When they first came out with the iPhone, iPad, a lot of people came out with that particular app. And Apple then gave you a little icon that you could have the flash, the flash come on, and they called theirs the flashlight. So that's where nobody uses that one anymore because you don't need it. So there used to be an app for that. And Apple put those guys out of business. So that's the reason.
Thank you.
Bill, going along with what she said, I have, like CVS Pharmacy has a cloud, not on this iPhone, but I do have it on my iPhone.
Is it the same one?
Well, I don't know.
Not the same app.
Oh, it's a different app? Oh, okay.
Are you in all, or are you in not on my device?
Not on this iPhone.
Okay. And there are different CVS and Walgreens apps.
So these apps,
I'll prove that to you. Let me
because I have like Allegiant. I have Allegiant on my phone, but this says I don't have it on my phone.
Well, let me do something here. Let's type in, would you say Walgreens or CVS?
CVS.
Oops, got to get the right device.
Okay.
Okay. Looks like I have two of them on my device.
Oh, I see. So they're, so it doesn't have.
One is for a plain CVS, the other is just the pharmacy.
And then they have a CVS Caremark.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of apps.
Okay.
Well, that's interesting.
One, CVS Caremark. More. CVS Specialty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you can end up with multiple that look similar.
Okay. Well, okay, thank you.
Uh-huh. If you have subscriptions, and I have some, I think, yeah. The nice thing about the Apple subscriptions, I have a bunch here. I used to have Paramount and I removed it. Facetune 2 editor was starting with a subscription and I eliminated that one. But if I have Apple News for $10 a month, I can sweep it or I can tap it and I can cancel it right here. They make it really easy, not just to buy it, which most people make that easy. To unsubscribe usually is difficult. Not with Apple. And I think the guys at Apple said, let's make that as easy as getting it. Okay,
Question.
go.
I have a subscription to Disney Plus,
Mm-hmm.
and it says renews July 3rd of 2023,
Yeah.
and the price is $79.99.
You got an annual subscription. I got the monthly one.
Oh, okay.
And I think yours was $79.99. Yeah, you got 10 months.
Yes.
And I got 9 months for that same price. Or 10, I've got 10 months for that. You've got a year for that.
I got 12 months.
Yeah. I'm going to change my subscription. Okay.
Can I ask a question about these that are on cloud and they are either all or not on the phone, especially if it's all? Can you delete them from your phone, or do they just stay there and they don't do anything?
No. When you delete them from your phone, they're no longer occupying space or available to you on your phone.
But are they still in the cloud?
They're just keeping a list of the apps that you have previously loaded in the cloud.
Bill, how did you get to subscriptions on your phone?
Oh, okay. I went to, good question. I went to the little icon. I went to the App Store, clicked the little icon in the upper right-hand corner, and one of the items there is subscriptions. Now, if you don't have any subscriptions, it may not be there.
Okay, that's what it is then. Okay.
Bill, regarding that cloud thing, when your apps go up to or go to the cloud, I think I remember seeing a setting in iPhone storage, and it says something like, if you haven't used the app in X amount of time, I think it automatically takes it off your phone to save storage. So it might happen without you actually doing it, but it might do it after a certain amount of time of inactivity. And then it gives you that little cloud sign.
Correct.
Oh.
Let me give everybody a little heads up on that one. Let me go to an app that I have that I want to get rid of, or will get rid of. If I go to, let's go to ABC Weather. Now, there's my ABC Weather app. If I press and hold it and hit the minus sign, it comes up and says delete the app. That will remove the app from my device. It will still have a record of it in the cloud that I could download it again. I'll have that little cloud next to it. I could also remove it from my home screen. Back in 2017 or 18, they added the app, 19, they added what's called the app library to your device. And I'm not going to remove that one right now, but I'm going to go over here. If you sweep from right to left, one additional time, it comes up with something called the app library. These are all the apps that are on your device. They may not be on one of your home screens. So they added this capability to list all the apps on your device, and on your home screens, just the ones you would like to be there. So I'm going to do this in a two-step process. I'm going to remove it from my home screen. You'll see it's still in the app library. So I'll go back to the weather. I'll go to that ABC weather app. And I'll remove it from my home screen. So now it's gone. It's no longer on my home screen in that little folder called weather. But if I go back here to the app library, and right there it is. Oh, come on.
Oh, that's interesting.
ABC weather. And if I, whoops, if I press and hold that little, well, if I hit the X, sorry, let me do it. I can say delete app. Okay. Now it is no longer on my device at all. Not occupying space, freed up some memory, etc. And if I go to the App Store, what was that, ABC News?
ABC.
Yes,
ABC Weather?
Yes.
ABC weather.
Was it ABC or CBS?
ABC.
There it is, ABC Weather. And you see the cloud? See the little cloud there?
Yes.
So I could download it again. So now we've tracked the whole thing.
Right, and you're not paying for it again. It's just sitting in the cloud waiting for you if you want it again.
Exactly. Now somebody mentioned the feature where if you're running low on space, Apple said, hey, I can delete the apps from your device if you would like me to, if you haven't used them in 2 months.
Oh, that means they're gone.
That it deleted it from your device to save the space.
Yeah.
But you can still go to the cloud and get it again at no additional charge.
Oh, okay.
All right. So if I go to settings
Okay, settings.
and I go to general, is it general? I think so. Let me find general here. And I tap on iPad storage or iPhone storage from general to iPad storage. And I'll do it on my iPhone as well. Settings, general, iPhone storage. And you see the text there, it says offload unused apps, and I can save 25 gigabytes if I enable that.
Wow, that's a lot.
So if I needed space, that's what I would do. And I'm getting close there on the iPad. And you can see by the red line there, that's the majority of things that I'm using. So let me do it. I'll do it on this device. Enable. Okay. So now it's in the process of getting rid of them. And if I say, oops, I would prefer you didn't do that, I go to the App Store. So I go to Settings, App Store. I scroll down in the App Store where it says Unload Unused Apps. And it's on. So I'm going to turn it off. So I may have lost a few apps. I don't know. That's okay. All right. If it's a app I haven't used in 3 months, I probably won't miss it. Okay.
So Bill, on your home screen, on the Reminders app, it looks like you have a number 1, which means you must have just gotten a reminder for something.
Yep.
I don't remember what it is.
I don't see it here in red anywhere. I must have gotten, that must have been the reminder I set to be today.
when you were on your home screen, it
There
looked
it
like
is. Yeah.
one unlooked at, not looked at one.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I think they've done a poor job here because I don't know which one that is. And it must be this one. Let's see what happens if I delete it. Yep. Okay. All right. Continuing with the theme earlier, a wife asked her husband, "Could you please go shopping for me? Buy 1 carton of milk, and if they have avocados, get 6. Short time later, the husband comes back with 6 cartons of milk.
Gee.
The wife asked him, "Why did you get 6 cartons of milk?" He replied, "They had avocados." I'm sure if you're a woman, I'm sure you went back and read this. Men will get it right away. All right. Three questions, and then we'll call it a day, right? Four jolly men sat down to play, and played all night till the break of day. They played for cash and not for fun, with separate score for every one. When it came time to square accounts, they all had made quite fair amounts. Now not one lost or all. Now not one has lost and all have gained. Tell me how now this can be explained. Did you all lose that?
Yes.
They are 4 men in a dance band. Jack and Jill are lying on the floor inside the house. And they're dead. They died from lack of water. There's a shattered glass next to them. How did this happen? Boy, did we all go to sleep here? I want to see your expressions. Wait a minute. Stop sharing. There we go. Okay. They were goldfish. Come on.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Oh, mercy.
Big as a biscuit, deep as a cup. Even a river can't fill it up. What is it? It's been a hard day, huh?
yes.
Yeah. Amen. Ocean.
It's a kitchen strainer.
Oh, geez, that's a good one.
Come on.
Kitchen strainer.
Oh, man.
Okay. The last one, and hopefully we all get this one. Clara Clatter was born on December 27th, yet her birthday is always in the summer. How is this possible?
Birthday.
Nobody?
Nobody.
Come on, Leah.
Lives in South America.
This is below the equator.
We saturated. No, he's born south of the equator, right? Southern hemisphere.
Oh,
All right.
that's pretty good.
Have a good day, everybody. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, dear.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good week.
It was interesting.
As always.
Very
As
good
always.
class today. Thank you.
I wanted to ask
Go
a
ahead.
question. Oh,
Go ahead.
Oh, Bill, okay, can I ask a question? On my iPad, the passcode, I can decide if I want it in 15 minutes or an hour or whatever. My phone, it comes on immediately, and I can't change that. There's no choices on the iPhone except immediately, and it drives me crazy. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not quite.
Okay, the passcode.
Okay, you have to enter a passcode.
I have to enter as soon as I stop doing something on the phone and I try to start something else, the passcode comes on. When I go into settings to Touch ID and passcode.
Okay, so we go to settings and passcode. Right. And you have to enter your passcode. That's not where you go.
Did. Okay, and then it says require passcode.
Yeah, you turn that on.
And on my phone, the only choice is immediately. I get no choice of waiting 15 minutes or a half an hour, and it won't go away. Immediately is checked.
Okay.
And no matter how many times it won't go away.
Go to display and brightness. So go back and go to display and brightness.
Display and brightness, got it.
Scroll down a little way and it says auto lock.
Auto lock, okay, yes.
What's the time there?
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
I'll say, so that's what it should be. And you're saying whenever, what happens for you to have to sign in?
Yeah, but under passcode, it says immediately.
No. Let me go to that one. I'm having trouble getting into it. Something happened to my phone.
I did too much today and it's rebelling.
It's reacting.
Yes, it's
reacting for a passcode, but it doesn't give me the keyboard to enter it. Okay.
Well, that happens sometimes to me too. I have to click off and on to get back and get a keyboard.
I'm just doing that. Still doing it.
Oh.
You tired it out.
I did. And mine says require passcode immediately as well.
And no choice.
Have you powered down your device and powered it back up?
No.
Try that. No, it's powered completely down.
Turn it off completely, right?
Yeah. Now to bring it back up, you have to get the Apple will show up on the screen.
Yeah.
That corrected my problem.
Okay. It's coming back. The apple's up. Okay.
Yeah, good.
All right. So now I have to put the code back in and go back to settings
And go back to touch and passcode.
And that immediate should be there. But then what's happening after that?
Okay, and when I click on require passcode, it goes to immediately.
Okay.
When I hit admit, which has a check next to it.
Yep.
When I hit that, nothing happens. It doesn't change.
Yeah, you can't change that.
Huh. Huh. Why? It's my choice. Really?
Yes.
So it's either turn the passcode off,
Correct.
or have it annoy me forever.
Now, when you say annoy me, you're saying
it annoys me to have to keep putting that in every time I want to do something.
Well, that's for your protection. Now, how often does it ask for it? I mean, if you're on your phone right now, don't set the time a little longer.
That's what I wanted to do, was set it longer.
No. Are you saying the time it goes off?
Yes, as soon as I stop doing something.
After a given amount of time, like 1 minute, it shuts off.
Yes, if I leave, I just went back to the home screen because I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Oh, so let's go to display and brightness on in settings.
Okay. Okay, I'm back. Yep.
And it says auto lock on that list.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. So it won't lock for 5 minutes.
Okay, I can't have any other choice than that. I can't have 15 minutes or the way I can.
Yeah, on your iPhone, they limit it to 5 minutes. The iPad, they limit it to 15. You can say never, but then if you forget to do it, it will drain your battery really quickly.
If I forget to do what, Bill?
Turn your phone off.
Oh, okay.
Right. So the main reason is it does it after 5 minutes. The main reason is to save your battery life. Is your passcode 4 digits or is it longer?
6.
You could change that to 4 if you wanted, but it's another.
Oh, that doesn't. Yeah, that isn't going to change anything. I'm still going to be annoyed.
They do the passcode. So if you walk away from your device, you leave it on the table or something, somebody doesn't pick up and able to use it. So that's the reason they lock it after 5 minutes.
Okay.
Gonna have to live with that one.
All right. Well,
you get used to it. You just say that's the way, and it's for my protection, so that people can't get into my phone if I left it somewhere.
But it didn't. Okay. Okay. You've answered my question. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Bill.
Take care, Rita.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. Hi, bye, everybody. I'm going to close it down.
Thank you.